Hello everyone, welcome to Artful Garden Ideas. Today we share some ideas, prepare care for a Swiss cheese plant. The Swiss cheese plant Monstera is a typical ornamental that has aerial roots growing downwards from the stem. These roots easily reach the ground, giving this plant a vine-like tendency. The Swiss cheese plant gets its name from its large heart-shaped leaves, which as it ages become covered with holes that resemble Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese vine plant info. The Swiss cheese vine plant prefer full sun but will adapt to material shade. It enjoys moist, well drained soil. This plant grows best in warm condition and require high humidity. The Swiss cheese vine plant does not tolerate frost, so this should be considered before planting. Often the plant can be grown as container plant indoors and perform well when grown on pillows or in baskets. Allow the soil to dry out some between waterings. The question of how to repot and cut back a Swiss cheese plant is not too difficult to answer. Repot the Swiss cheese plant, moving it up a size using a rich potting soil made up for a compost and peat or to help with aeration and drainage. Also, when repeating, make sure you loosen the roots up some before placing them into a new pot. These plants are top heavy and require support. If you desire to grow the Swiss cheese plant on a moss pole, this is good time to do so. Place the moss pole into the pot with the plant. Lightly tie the stem to the pole with steering or patho house. Be sure to must the moss pole regularly after reporting the Swiss cheese vine plant. Water it thoroughly. Since the Swiss cheese vine plant can become uncontrollable, it should be managed by pruning it back. Pruning can be done anytime to the plant appear too tall or whenever aerial roots become difficult to control, especially when growing Swiss cheese plant on a moss pole. And I hope this video can help you to grow and care for Swiss cheese plant. And are the the other ideas are below. If you are wondering how to take Swiss cheese plant cutting, it is easy for this Swiss cheese plant propagation. Just take stem cutting with a section of the stem remaining. By cutting just after a leaf moved, remove the first leaf near the base of the cutting. Plant the mood within the soil. You can use rooting hormone if desired, but this isn't necessary. Water well, allowing it to drain out. Ideally, you may want to root the cutting in water before hand moving it to a pot. Once rooting has adequately begun taking place, root the cutting of Swiss cheese vine plant in water for about 2 to 3 weeks. Then transfer to pot filled with rich potting soil. You can also do Swiss cheese plant propagation by warping dam moss around the stem at a small aerial root and leaf axil, holding it in place with steering enclosed to the section in a clear bag tied off at the top, adding a few small air vents. Within a few months, new roots should begin to develop on the Swiss cheese vine. And that's it. Thanks for watching this video.